This is really the Fighter and the Kid.
Come on, baby. All right, let's do this, man. Eddie Huang.
What up?
What's up, brother?
Thanks for having me, man.
Appreciate you coming, man.
Yeah, no, I love the pod.
You're in the podcast game now because you and your girl started a pod?
Yeah. It was kind of like, she, I moved her out here from New York to LA, and when we beefed, she would just go like stay in the other bedroom, and I thought it was fucking weird,
Dude.
Yeah,
You got to have another bedroom.
yeah. No, so we got another bedroom, for the days we don't get along.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is weird. I started looking it up online, and like it's actually like a thing, and I was like, I wish there was like a relationship pod to talk about weird shit.
Oh, that's dope.
Separate bedrooms podcast.
So it was your idea to launch a pod? Like, let's air out our fights.
Yeah, pretty much. Because like she noticed, she's like, yo, you learn from talking.
Yeah.
And like I have to talk shit out and be wrong and argue, and then I'm like, oh, I figured it out.
Then you come back. Yeah, that's like that.
Yeah.
Bro, I think we're all. I think guys are that way.
Yeah.
Like. So what do you think you guys fight about the most? Like,
Wait, what ethnicity is she?
She's like Greek Italian.
Okay.
Identifies more Greek.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A different. You're more New York. How do you look at your culture? More New York culture. More.
I mean, I'm definitely Chinese, so I would feel like I think being Chinese is the like.
He says with his New York accent.
Most representative. But
Yeah.
honestly, I never fit in anywhere.
When I think about you, I think New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely became a man in New York and
Yeah.
identified the most with being a New Yorker.
Yeah.
More than even my race. But I'm like, I look Chinese.
Right. You're not walking in, not going, hey, he's Greek and Italian, or no.
Yeah, I don't think of it like, because I'm 41 now, so I don't think about it as much.
Yeah.
But you're right. I think I would say I identify most with New York.
New York, yeah.
It's just one of those things, once you live in LA, you try not to think about it too much because you're just like, fuck, I want to move home.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like me and my girl talk about it pretty much probably once a day. Like, how much longer do you think we're going to be out here?
Really? Are you guys getting the itch?
Yeah, but now we have a kid. She just popped a kid out like
How
2
old?
weeks ago.
Oh, damn. New
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah,
By the way, I
new
like the
dad.
way Eddie talks about it. I moved her out here from New York.
That's the New
Got a
York.
separate bedroom. We get a fight. She popped the
Popped
kid
the
out.
kid out 2 weeks
She popped
ago.
it. Man, he's like a chef.
Yeah.
To his core. Get the food to the customers now.
Yeah,
Pop the
fire
kid
baby,
out.
fire baby, 2 orders, baby.
Yeah.
You got no time. I can tell you what your wife gets mad at you about. You probably have no sentiment at all. You're like, let's get this done. How much is this honeymoon going to cost? Let me break it down.
When you mix a kid in, like, you guys better be a team, man. Like,
Yeah.
that's a different animal.
me.
No, it's for sure. We definitely a team, but she's gonna love this pod because that's probably what we beef about. Is
Yeah.
like I can be emotionally detached at
Same.
times
Same.
without knowing it.
Same.
So can we all.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times you get in trouble for the tone of your voice.
Yeah.
Or
It's my delivery. She's like, I'm not one of your podcasts. Like, don't talk to me like that. I'm like, that's how I talk,
That's it.
man. That's me from day one.
today, my wife is not talking to me because I woke up at 5. Woke up at 4 in the morning. Couldn't sleep as usual. Bam, 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 bam. Just the world. And my son, they made a lava lamp, and you use water and oil.
They made their own lava lamp.
My 1.5-year-old got into the oil and just walked everywhere. So it's all over the floor of the oil's all over the hardwood floor. The way you get rid of it is you put flour down.
Yeah, it's tough to get off.
Yeah. So long
But that
story
happened the
short,
night before.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're making
last
bread
night
on
I
the
wake
floor.
up.
Yeah.
Last night I wake up. I put flour everywhere. I rub it into the floor. I vacuum it up. Then I sweep it up. Then I got to clean it up. I'm up till it's an hour at least. And then she had kind of left a lot of the stuff out because the baby went down, so I had to clean that stuff up. So I cleaned the whole kitchen up. I go back to bed. As I'm leaving, she says to me, I'm already pissed because I gotta fly to New York. We got Vegas in the weekend. I just don't want to be away from home.
Yeah.
So I'm already on edge. And she says, as I'm leaving, she goes, thanks for giving me an hour of cleanup now that you've done your thing in the kitchen. Because I had the vacuum cleaner was full of that oil and flour.
Oh, she has to clean all that out. But
And
also,
that's all I needed.
be cool.
And I went an hour.
Ticking
You're
time bomb.
talking about an hour because I just spent an hour from 4 to 5, and I went off.
Yeah.
And
That's
the baby's
smart.
like, man, yeah, that's smart. That's good. Especially when I have to go right away. And I go, I'll see you later though. enjoy the hour.
Yeah, that
I
ends
give her a
well.
double thumbs up.
Yeah,
you
that
can't do
ends
that.
well.
to her.
Fuck no, you
Bro.
don't do the double thumbs
Bro,
up.
you
man.
don't do that.
No.
Have a good day.
No, no.
I kept calling her.
That's like you're not gonna sleep for 3 days now.
Yeah.
That's it. And dude, I get mad, then I'm done. She was
Yeah.
like, really? All right, I'll just hold on to this fucking grudge.
No, I'm
Yeah.
like Tom Brady. I throw an interception, I get over it fast. I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean
You
that.
got Brady
I throw an
memory.
interception, I bet whatever.
At work, I'm like you. I get in trouble for the way I say things, not what I'm saying.
Yes.
Usually, it's like not wrong. It's the way I'm saying it.
My delivery's bad.
My delivery's not great.
Emails, my
'cause
agent's
you're-
like, my agent was literally like, dude, your emails are so brutal. I'm like, what's wrong with them? He's like, there's no context.
Yeah,
Like
you're-
your
yeah.
texts and emails are
You're the worst.
brutal.
You do it to me.
Because it's straight to the point.
Yeah.
It's a text, dude.
Yeah, you're
But
right.
as we talk in person, I might deliver it different.
Oh, we'll start
Yeah.
texting, and it starts getting sour.
Yeah.
And we call.
Oh, you have
I
to
call.
pick up
You
the
have to
phone.
call.
I'm a pick up the phone guy because I also don't like to repeat myself, and so emails I'll get caught up. I'll just be like, please refer to like September 7th. You know, People are like, yo, what a fucking thing. And I'm like,
But even that,
That shit works with dudes. That
Yeah.
does not work with your wife.
yeah, no, and so and with
Please
my wife,
refer
I
to-
don't. No, I don't. I don't do it with my. When I get in trouble with my wife, is not my delivery because I know my delivery's whack, so I'm on it with her.
Right.
But what she usually gets mad at me, and she's probably right. Like in retrospect, she's right. Is like I'll say something or I'll suggest something that doesn't take into account how it's gonna fuck her shit up.
Yeah.
I'll be like, this is a good idea. It'll work. It'll solve the problem for me. But like you create a problem for your wife.
Yeah, man.
And she'll be like, really? That's the solution? I'm like, oh my bad. But by the time I realize it and try to correct myself,
dude,
she's
I'm
already
like-
mad.
Yep.
She's already mad.
And
Same.
so I'm just like, yo, babe, I don't mean it. I just learn by talk. I have to say the bad idea to know the good one.
Well, that's good that you're at least admitting to that.
Yeah.
She's a dime piece, by the way.
Oh, thanks, man. and I'm like,
where'd
why don't
you
just
see her,
punch
dude?
me?
Why are you looking up his girl, man?
Bro, I just saw her.
I've been a fan of his for a while. I've never even seen his wife.
Also, it's hilarious
Bro,
because
I
when
got
you're
a
gonna say
tattoo
like,
of
yo,
her
you
on my
should fuck her
chest,
too,
bro.
dog.
Yeah,
If it doesn't work
she's
out
not
with
some
her,
girl.
baby.
She's not some girl you
Yeah,
met in the
no,
club last
yeah,
night.
she's
That's his
definitely-
baby mama.
Italian and Greek, first of all.
She's definitely
First
Club
of
Milk
all.
right now. There's like a lot of milk in there.
Yeah. Look at you in your robe. Look
That's
at-
my
look at her.
my girl's
Bubba,
pregnant. I'm like,
Bubba,
them titties.
Yeah.
Bubba,
Bro,
look at her right now.
Also, the breast milk is incredible, dog. So good for your health.
Super good for your
Put it in
skin.
your coffee and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I say
Incredible.
that with great
And,
respect.
and you've,
She's
you've been
done.
with her. You've been with her for how long?
For 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Things went pretty fast.
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That's good though.
Well, listen, man, you can cook.
Yeah.
Did you
Did you ever see his show on Vice?
Yeah.
That's how I got
Oh,
introduced
word.
to you because you and my boy Maddie was on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maddie's my guy.
I love Maddie.
Maddie's the best.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I just cooked from his cookbook this week.
He's the best, brother.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Cooking is like a way into a girl's heart, man.
yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
And guys.
Yeah.
Heart. I mean, it's usually, yeah.
100% guys heart. I'll date you right now.
I definitely think being a good cook at home is the way you keep a shorty. But I think if like she didn't want any of that stuff up front, like our first date was a Zanku chicken, because she's like, I think her mentality is like, my game's too tight for that bullshit. Like, you better show me who you really are.
Yeah.
Because if I tried to take her to nice places and flex, like, oh yeah, we get some free shit here. They
Yeah.
know us, or I'll cook you this dinner. She was like, I'm all right. Let's just do something chill.
Yeah, get rid of all the fluff and stars. Like, let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good
Yeah.
sign because she's looking at you to get serious. You know
It
what
was-
I mean?
yeah, I could
she's
tell,
kind of
like-
going, is this guy for real? Because I could see myself with him.
Yeah, up front, she just like didn't really go for any of the bullshit. I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to fucking
Man,
change my
I gotta-
game up.
Yeah, I gotta pull out all this stuff. I gotta sweat. Yeah, you're not impressed with my chicken? This is a nightmare.
But then, that's a weird thing for a dude, though, because like so much of how we identify is what we can do. Like, so you might be into that guy who's like really good looking and really rich, but I'm at least I'm funny. I'll
Honestly,
make you
fucking
laugh.
is like fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you got your shit you want to get to, but some fighters you fight. You know what? I may have to take this.
Yeah, you
around.
have to take your time.
I may have to do something.
mix it up,
different here.
dog. You gotta mix
Yeah.
it up.
So true.
She
Can,
made me
can
mix
your
it
girl
up.
cook, B?
My girl can cook her ass off, but I mean, she's not a chef, but like last night she made me this crazy pesto pasta. That was so good. Like she can do that. She can cook seafood. Like she cooks the things that she likes.
Damn,
But she's Italian
You
and
said
Irish.
pesto and
So she
shrimp.
comes from a tradition of that. No, pesto.
She
and
can
pasta.
cook her ass off, man. She boiled crab the other night.
No.
She brought home these clams.
She can make crazy crab cakes and stuff.
Shrimp cocktails off the chain. Clearly, she's not.
Hold on. You know what? She gets mad at me.
Dude,
because-
her rotisserie chicken.
Well, she doesn't cook for me because I'm picky. So what I'll do is I'll be like, she gets so mad because she'll be cooking. And I'll come over and go, you shouldn't. You might be overcooking that. You might want to. And she's
Oh
like,
yeah, no, I'd fucking throw the pan at you.
Yeah. Especially because
bro.
you can't cook.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
leave it up to me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't like. I have very specific taste buds, and I'm always wrong.
My girl can cook her ass off with just only Mexican food. Like
that's fly,
hardcore.
though.
It's fly unless you want to stay in shape.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Or
What's your
wear an
favorite-
adult diaper.
Yeah, dude. Dude, I'll come over. I'm like, are we trying to shit our pants every night?
Yeah.
But she's used to it. I'm not.
What's your go-to? What's your favorite thing? What's your favorite food? Or are you just one of those guys?
You know, honestly, at home, I just love making a good steak. Like, it's so hard to
fave.
get a good steak
Yeah, man.
that I just like to get a nice piece of steak, sear it on one side real hard in a cast iron pan, finish it in the broiler. Like,
Preach.
5 minutes and then 3 minutes.
Same.
8
now
minutes steak.
every guy has their steak that they cook. I'm
Yeah.
gonna give you mine. I want you to hit me with what you think. I've had your steak. You'll grill it.
I'm a grill master. Yeah. That's all I can do. Grill. I can't make anything
that's
else.
cool, though.
So I'm gonna give you what I do. You tell me.
Also, grill master. Take it easy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good, but
I'll take.
I would love to try it.
Yeah.
First, you got to get the right cut, right? You got. I
Yeah.
like a New York
Well, that's
strip or
everything.
something like that. Ribeye. And then Costco actually has good cuts, right?
I fuck with Costco, man.
Thank you.
I'm
Their
not mad at
fillets are off the
Costco.
chain.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mess with their fillets. Not too
you can
fatty.
go to Whole Foods
Yeah,
and do all that
ribeye
shit,
cap.
but-
They got
Yeah.
a good rib. My dad be copping a ribeye cap
Yep.
at Costco.
Yep,
I'm very
yep.
familiar with their products.
Very familiar.
That Kirkland
I'm a
beef.
member, so if you guys need in, let me know.
Because I was
Love
doing
Costco.
the Whole Food shit, and that's your house payment. You buy 3 steaks and it's $50, $70 or whatever. Then you go to Costco and you can get
Yeah.
So I'll take it out, get it at room temperature, salt, pepper. Then I put dehydrated garlic flakes on it. I put it in the Traeger for 40 minutes, 20 minutes at 220. So I smoke it.
Oh.
Then I get a skillet. I get it hotter than the sun.
Don't act like this is new to you. Don't be like,
I get
whoa.
it. I know.
No, he lost me at granulated garlic.
Don't entertain this bullshit, dude. Oh, wow. You apply heat? That is cool.
When
You're
Chinese
too
people
nice.
do this,
Oh, you know it's some bullshit.
in our heads,
To
it's
two
Chinese,
white
like,
boys?
this white dude's fucked it up already.
Oh, wow. That is fun.
Yes,
Dude, I thought I had
I
him.
knew it was bullshit.
I thought I had him.
No.
Oh,
Even I
shit.
smelled the
You
bullshit.
read that.
Oh, man.
I was like, damn, I'm impressing
I was like,
Eddie
don't
right
entertain this,
No,
Eddie.
because
Don't.
I won't put anything on it besides salt and pepper.
now. Okay, I got
Same.
you took my wheels off. I'm not telling the rest of
But
the
it's
story.
all right. You put it in the Traeger for 40 minutes.
Nah, I'm
to
done.
220.
Forget it.
You reverse smoke seared it. You reverse smoke sear. And then you get a hot pan and then you're going to sear it, right? Reverse smoke sear.
Doesn't work. Right?
Yeah.
I reverse smokes here.
Yeah,
That's not
reverse
good.
smoke sear.
Yeah.
What am I doing
No,
wrong?
so a lot of people like the reverse sear, meaning like, you roast it, slow cook it, or cook it real slow and then sear it to finish. People like to sous vide it and pick it up. I'm old school. I like, I just cast iron pan, butter. I sear the steak in butter.
Gotta have butter, yeah.
Yeah, and just either good kosher salt, flake salt, cracked black pepper. That's it. Sit it down there. 5 minutes on high.
On
in
each
there.
side?
Just on one side, and
One
like
side.
yeah, get it to like medium high when your butter's melted, and then put the steak down because you don't want the butter to like smoke up.
Right.
So medium high, and then cheat to high by the end of the 5 minutes. Immediately go into the broiler like 550 super high, right up there. 3 minutes, steak's done.
Really?
Sounds nice.
So what about the
too.
other side that isn't? You sear both sides.
Oh,
though.
so when you go into the broiler, the heat's coming from the top.
Got you.
So then you're banging it from the top, and when I take it out to finish, because it'll be more pale on the top, I'll flip it and then serve it the seared side up.
Damn.
So people never need to see that on the bottom side it's a little more pale.
Yep.
But that way you get a perfectly cooked steak. And when you flip it and you're letting your meat rest, it will get that finishing sear on the pale side.
But can we take a little break? You know me, dude. I gotta get my black buffalo in.
Oh,
Heavy on the
black buffalo.
Yep.
Yeah,
Wintergreen's my favorite, dude.
I like
This one's freaking empty. That's how much I use wintergreen. But I go with for straight too, because you used to dip a little bit back in the day, right?
Sure, I used to dip some chaw.
Yeah, this is why I like this. I did too, and this is the closest thing I can get to the chaw flavor, those original flavors. Wintergreen's my favorite. I like the straight pouches.
Those long cut pouches made from edible green leaves,
Yeah,
food grade
man.
ingredients.
Yeah, daddy.
Yep, they both got with and without pharmaceutical grade nicotine. Is that what you're talking about?
Obsessed, dude. And if you're 21 or older, you use nicotine or tobacco, check out the award-winning tobacco alternative, Black Buffalo. I swear by these guys. People at the show, Skankfest,
Well,
at
you
my
put about
shows,
5 of them in your cheek.
oh, nonstop.
Yeah.
I go through at least a
I
can
wish
a
they
day.
had blood orange flavor or peach. That's
They
the
do.
one.
They
What?
do, Daddy. They got that.
Stop it.
But that's why I like these because they don't have the fruity, all the fruity stuff. It reminds me of back when I used to really chew. That's why I like it.
No tobacco leaf or stem, right?
Yep,
Okay, that's good. Okay,
I love it.
I like
man.
that.
Absolutely
and
love it.
they sell. Will they sell their products? I mean, ship their products directly to your front door? That's what I want to know.
All you gotta do is go to blackbuffalo.com.
That's it.
I mean, you can mess around, and I mean, they're all over the United States, but I just go to
Right.
blackbuffalo.com, come straight to the door.
I got you. Okay, all right.
I use the straight pouches. The straight pouches.
long cut or just the pouches.
Just the pouches.
Okay, I want to go long cut.
Do it, dude.
I just like the sound
Your
of it.
teeth will look sweet with that.
Yeah, long cut.
Black Buffalo. And where'd your obsession with cooking come from? From
You-
your mama?
Yeah, you know what it was? I grew up in restaurants, but my dad was like, yo, Chinese restaurants, you don't make enough money. But steak, he's like, this shit is super easy. You buy like an expensive piece of meat, throw it on a grill, give people broccoli, potato. You can make mad bread. He
Right.
like studied steak and ale because he was a waiter there. And so he was successful, opened a couple steakhouses. But when I left home, I didn't miss my dad's food. I missed my mom's. So I would just like call my mom on the phone and like cook her dishes when I was like in college because I lived off campus and shit. So
Classic Chinese.
classic Chinese food. And I started to write it down and I realized a lot of the other Chinese kids my generation and age were not that interested in doing Chinese cooking.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so none of them knew how to make it. So when it was like the Lunar New Year party at the school, like I would know how to do it. And I just started to cook Chinese New Year at my house.
When you say Chinese food, though, like what is are there certain core ingredients to Chinese food?
Yeah, like you got a mirepoix with French food. You know, it's like celery, onion, carrot. You know, garlic. That's like mirepoix. I would think every single cuisine has its own. So if it's Chinese, you have like anise and fennel and Sichuan peppercorn and chili, garlic, scallions, ginger. I think those are the most used spices. If you were to like get a fistful and be like, that's Chinese cuisine, I would say it's right there.
Wow,
In those.
that's so interesting.
Yeah.
And so French would be that. Chinese would be that. So every cuisine has that handful of ingredients. That they use.
Staples, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Middle Eastern is lemon and garlic and
Yeah, and then Arabic seven spice, like the
Sumac
things.
and-
Yeah, that kind of stuff. That would be their mirepoix because they utilize it across the board. Mexican, you're going to use a lot of cumin, salt, black pepper, onion, garlic, and then you guys have so many like Mexican. Your wife would know this is like they have just so many different types of peppers.
Yes.
and I feel like just by using a different pepper completely changes the dish.
Yep.
there are different peppers. I know there's white pepper and black pepper. I don't
There's
know.
so many. Ghosts.
Yeah,
there's
they got
cayenne.
so many peppers. Mexican
And then
cooking fly.
where did the fame come from? You're just doing your thing cooking, and then when did you burst on the scene? It has to be tough as a chef, like to get noticed. There's
Yeah.
so many chefs.
Yeah, I think really what it was that like, I had this restaurant called Bauhaus in the Lower East Side in Manhattan. And it was just unlike any other restaurant at the time. Not many people were making baos at that time. Like David Chang had become very popular for doing
yeah.
baos at Momofuku. But no one was doing Bauhaus in the like authentic Taiwanese style of bao
Where was it?
on Rivington Street,
Yeah,
137.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
right
where
across
that
from A-Life.
Yeah, my
So
friend. Yeah.
yeah, that's the 14th Street. But
Damn.
we popped on Rivington because really, I was like, I want to run a restaurant like a skate shop. So we would play mixtapes. Like this is when Black Wall Street mixtapes, Dipset mixtapes,
dope.
clips, and restaurants weren't playing music like that. So
You made it cool.
Yeah, we made it cool, and
look at
that
that
it's
food,
right
too.
there. The one on the fifth one over.
This one?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the original restaurant. That's when everyone started to come down there.
And was it just word of mouth? You got out.
Yeah, the next door was a nail and eyebrow threading salon. Down the street was A Life and a basketball court. But it was just word of mouth. Like people in New York, they would come here to pregame, and then afterwards we stayed open late. So you get drunk, just come down, eat some
dope.
food. Yeah.
That's amazing, man.
And then when whose idea was it for the Vice show? How'd that come about?
So what happened was I was at the cooking channel. I had like a show at the cooking channel. They offered me like a bunch of seasons called Cheap Bites.
And was that dope?
It was really good. It was
Yeah,
So
it's
it
a
was
cooking
'cause-
channel.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
it's a cooking channel where
Yeah, I did like one. It was a 1 hour backdoor pilot, rated very high. They were like, "Yo, let's do this full seasons." And somebody in one of the meetings goes, "Yo, you could be the Asian hip hop Guy Fieri. You could sell mad pots and pans." And I was like, "Look, I love Guy Fieri,
Yeah.
but like, I don't want to be Guy Fieri. Like, if that's what y'all are about to do, I gotta get out of here."
yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
I don't want his life.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Because what was?
I literally can't have that many rings on my hand. Like,
Like, just
colorful.
listen to us. We want to dye your hair blonde.
Yeah.
Stack it high.
He's
Yeah.
a colorful dude.
I love him. Like, I love Guy. That he's being him,
Yes.
but I'm just like,
You gotta do
nah.
your own thing.
Yeah, I want to do my own thing, and I could tell that they were just looking for the next Guy Fieri, and I was like, let him be him. He's the illest. And then what happened was I told my agent, I was like, yo, I don't think I could do this shit. And he's like, all right, I heard Vice is trying to do like food stuff. You should like do their show, Chef's Night Out. And they actually, it was like coincidental. My agent was saying to do it, and I got an email from Vice like literally that
Oh,
week.
that's cool.
So I was like, oh, I really believe in signs.
Agree.
So I was like, cool, let's do this.
Especially
We-
when you're being honest like that. That's a really interesting thing you said because, you know, it's very tempting to be the next Guy Fieri because the money.
It's worth a lot of
Yeah,
money.
mad
yeah,
bread.
and you were like, I understand that. I understand that feeling. Like that says a lot about you though, because there are certain things, maybe as a chef or maybe who you are, you just can't do.
Especially in the
You just can't
chef
do it.
game to make it. It's like
Yeah.
a comic, man. There's so many that stick out. It's tough.
Yeah.
But you do it by staying true to who you are
Yep.
and what you can do.
And you also don't want to copy people. Like, that's him. Like, he did that. Diner
done.
Drives and Dives, one of the
Yep.
best food shows ever.
Ever.
And I'm like, yo, let people, like, if that's his lane, let him do that. I'm going to create my lane. And so I just, I did this episode on Vice, introduced people to soup dumplings and how to, like, put them in a sauna. And it just popped. Like, from that
That was
episode, it
big,
popped.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that show was big. And Vice was killing it back then.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
killing it. They're, it's
then
a
they-
shell now.
Well,
I
that's
don't-
Yeah.
because they got
yeah, that's
that's 'cause
R.I.P.
they
yeah,
got
you don't want to be on that
Shane
sinking
Black,
ship.
Shane
No.
Black, and those guys who got pushed out. And they
It's a
got bought
Camping
out.
World submarine at this point.
It's such a joke. But talk a little bit about the fact that I always say that, when we talk about race, people
Yeah.
always say, well, this people have, but the Chinese, the ethnic Chinese, correct me wrong, suffered no shortage of discrimination. I'm old enough to remember when it was so blatant and obvious and almost acceptable. And you come from a culture where frugality, family, and work
Yeah.
like people think like 12 hours is a lot of time not to an ethnic Chinese family.
Yeah.
Like that had to have played a huge role in your work ethic.
Yeah.
Or am I
no,
being
No. Like, I definitely think all of our identities have like an immense impact on who we are. I don't think it's determinative. Like, if you're from this community, you're gonna act this way, or like if you're from this community, your work ethic's gonna be ass.
Agree.
Of
course
I
not.
don't think it's true. But for me, I would say my Chinese parents definitely had a huge influence on me, and I even at work now still have to undo some of the like expectations they had because my engine's just crazy. Like, I met somebody yesterday with an idea for like a documentary, and I immediately like made the deck last night, and he's like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, I thought it was a good idea." He's like, "Wait, you did the whole deck?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why not? It was a good idea."
Like,
I'm
these
like,
white boys take 8 weeks to get me a deck.
weeks,
Yeah.
bro. I made the deck in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And
so
like,
how was that instilled in you? Example or like
I don't. I'm with him a little bit on this. It's it's weird to say that it's a Chinese thing.
No, it is. It's
Yeah.
a cultural thing.
Yes,
It's 100% a cultural thing.
for sure. But there's also there's white people, there's black kids I know who are
That's
the
not what I'm
exact
saying.
same.
There's
Who are the
overlap.
exact
There's
same.
I
overlap.
would agree with
100%
you.
there's overlap. But you cannot.
There's a lot of people in China who are very lazy.
But you can't.
Yeah.
You cannot.
They be sleeping at IKEA.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
but what you cannot take out the fact that there are certain cultural practices that might make one group more effective in the 21st century
I
economy.
wouldn't
That's
discount
all
you.
I'm saying.
What I would say is I totally see what you're saying.
Expectations,
and I think
maybe?
Yeah, is it expectations? Is it?
I think that immigrants from any country, your parents are going to be pretty hard on
Yes.
you, right?
Yes.
And there is a consensus, I think, in the Asian community that like schoolwork is important, the work ethics, and all the things you're saying. But some of us fall by the wayside. Some of us follow it. Like, you know, I haven't always been a model minority, a model citizen, but I just happen to work hard. But I think there's shit I do that I don't work hard on. Like not now, but
Yeah.
back in the day. Like when I was an attorney, I didn't work that hard. I just stayed late so that they would pay for my dinner.
But Eddie, I love that Eddie went through fucking law school though. It's like when I was an attorney. Oh wait, you were that? I forgot before this. So that's a lot of work.
It was a lot of work, but I hated doing it. You
Like
know,
I was a lazy attorney. Hey bro,
Yeah.
you went through law school and you were a lawyer for 2 years.
I think the reason why I'll like meet somebody and then go home and I'll write the script in a few days or I'll write the deck really fast is because I still feel like that kid where the only way I touched movies as a kid was like going to Blockbuster. The only way I touched music was like reading the Source magazine and like getting CDs, and shit felt so far away, like even in New York. I was always like, damn, I would love to move there. That would be so ill to like go to these shows because I see photos of like concerts in the Source magazine. And I think I still have this mentality of like, you got one shot. Like on that stupid B
8
Rabbit,
Mile.
Mom Spaghetti bullshit.
B Rabbit,
Like, yeah, because I'm from Orlando, Florida. You know, like I made it in New York and became a man there, but my perspective even in New York as a New Yorker was as a kid from Orlando who could not touch it.
Wow.
And that's never going to leave.
That might be
Never.
a personality thing, right? That's why you see overlap
Personality,
there.
but also
Personality,
probably good
energy.
parents. He mentions his dad owned the restaurant, which is no punk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard work.
Like I hate when people are like, "Oh, Shop has a professional athlete's work ethic." I'm like, no, no. If you put me in anything, I'd
I
work
mean,
the
look at
same.
this, bro.
Yeah.
You were successful as a fighter and you're successful. Most people don't have a second career, third career.
Yeah,
you know?
whatever you put me in, that work ethic came from an example of my dad. My dad works his ass off, so that's it.
Yeah.
It's not a race thing. It's not a culture
Yeah, and,
thing.
and correct me if
not
I'm
an
wrong,
immigrant.
but do you even think of
sport.
it as a work ethic, or is it just like you have to do what you got to do to get? Like I always look
No,
at
it's a
it as-
work ethic because I know people that they got to do, but they're working stupid, or they're just working the wrong direction, or they're not doing the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Big
always think of it
difference.
as you start with what you actually want and how badly do you want it.
No, I don't
And
think
then-
about that.
And then you go, I do. And you go, well, that's where there's certain things I have to do to get there.
Yeah.
Maybe that's kind
I don't think you're wrong at all. This is something I've been thinking about because it's election coming up, right?
Yes.
And I'm even seeing like all these articles about mass immigration to New York, and even New Yorkers who are the most liberal and usually very open to like immigration.
Even
like,
they're like, hey,
Yeah.
because now it's a problem for them now.
it's a problem for
when it
them
wasn't
now.
their problem. Like, no, it's all good. Is it?
Yeah. And they're like, yo, pump the brakes. And I'm like, yo, everybody has to reassess like these definitions that we have. Like, even I do really think that when you see an immigrant that just got here, they're probably going to work a lot harder than someone who is here.
Yep.
Because we're settled.
They want to earn their keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also don't need to be scared of them. And like, I think that we as Americans too just have to be like, yo, there are a lot of us that are hard workers. Like I know a lot of second, third generation Americans that are super hardworking.
Yep.
They have a fear that immigrants will work harder than them. And
Yep.
I'm like, bro, don't be scared. Like everyone, we
Yeah.
only got the same amount of hours in the day.
Agree.
You know?
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
a good point, man. You're obviously a liberal. I'm just kidding.
I think I'm kind of like, yo,
No,
I
I-
don't agree with the way liberals try to get shit done. I think I agree with their goals.
The term liberal has changed. Like the definition
lot.
of liberal has completely changed.
Yeah.
Now if you're a liberal, they're like, you're a woke cuck. You're like, whoa,
Yeah,
chill.
I think since
You-
2020, it's
yeah.
gotten like
It's-
really.
And if you're
moved the
even a
field
little
goal.
bit like if you're even a little bit like say you think, well, there's some ideas on the left that make sense. There's ideas on the right. You can't do that. You got to be either all in over here or all in
That
over
just
here.
shows you there's
Yeah.
not a party that represents really how Americans feel.
Or how polarized we've become in terms of like.
And it's a gotcha thing. I
Yes.
think there's a lot of gotcha shit on the internet ever since Trump, and I'm just like, yo, that's not really that productive for
no,
people.
like how's that moving America forward?
Because people just talk about it less and less, and they just go back to their respective like corners.
Yeah,
So-
it's like two teams now.
Yeah.
It's like Yankees, Boston. Like I
Yeah,
can
but-
like
yeah.
both. Like no, you can't.
But the great
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the great thing
Whoa,
about food,
I like baseball in general.
Yeah,
But I think-
I still like most of my family.
Yeah, me too.
You know?
Yeah.
but food is the one place where it's like it kind of brings people together. It's like that's the one apolitical thing.
Yeah.
It either tastes really good, and nobody
Well,
gives a shit.
Schulte was talking about this. He was talking to Dave Portnoy about it because Dave loves food. He, at his level, has all the money in the world. And he was like, the one thing that I just search for good food now. Like that's
Yeah.
my thing.
Yeah.
And Schulte was like, you got to go to Tokyo. And Dave's like, what? He's like, I had the best steak in my life in Tokyo. I had the best pizza of my life, best burger. He's like, because they've mastered whatever they wanted to do. So now they've moved on to food, and it's our food.
Yeah.
He's like, and they do it better than this. He's like, so again, best pizza. And he goes, I'm from New York, bro. It kills
Amazing
me to say it.
whiskey.
He goes, best pizza I've ever had, best burger, best steak I've ever had. Portnoy's like, no. He's like, I'm telling you, Tokyo, the food, they crush it.
They crush it. I love that you brought it up because they really engineer it, and you could technically say this is the best hamburger or this is the best
They
steak.
mastered it.
Yeah, but you know what makes me feel good when I see that is I'm like, yo, I'd still rather be up in Peter Luger's.
Yes.
Or I'd still rather be up in Musso and Frank's. And that's what's kind of cool about culture is you can study it and you can engineer it and distill it, but if you weren't in the building
Yeah.
and you're not living that life,
That vibe, yeah.
That vibe?
Goes
Yeah,
all
man.
into it.
It
It's like
doesn't
a
matter
melting
how good
pot.
it
I
is.
agree.
You're such an
I agree.
example of the American expression, though, because like Chinese immigrant parents grew up as like in Orlando, New York, and then food, culturally appropriating all different foods, steak, adding a Chinese fusion to it, having all this, like it's this giant like smorgasbord of culture. It's a melting pot. Like your food is literally a melting pot.
You know
That's
what
kind
it
of the
is, B?
expression
It's
of America.
America, bud.
It's America.
Yeah.
It's America.
And
It's
Keep,
our strength.
you're like you, this poor Chinese kid growing up on the
No, I'm not
streets.
saying that.
He's all,
I'm saying I'm saying he's American. He's
Yeah,
as American. You're as American as it gets. 'cause
I'm
you're a
very
classic-
American. Yo,
Yeah.
it's very funny is because as a kid, I was like not the most, I didn't have the most American pride because I felt left out. I felt alienated.
Yeah.
But yo, as I've grown up, it's cool because I began to fit into my generation.
Yep.
And that, the thing, like I said, I'm very liberal, and I think most liberals don't come out and be like, yo, I love America. But after the pandemic, and I lived in Taiwan for a year, I was like, yo, I really love America. Like,
Yeah.
I'm very proud of being born here and living here. There's something very special here that if you go to any country, people are very curious about. Like all my homies in Taiwan, every single day, we're constantly comparing and contrasting their experience with my American.
That's because we're so jaded here. We
Yeah.
don't realize how good we have it. Like Brittany Griner went to Russia, and remember, she was anti-America. Came back, was like, "America's the best." Oh my
that
god,
what she
bro!
said?
She's like, America, oh, go America!
Oh
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like your parents. You don't appreciate your parents until you're out on your own, and then
Yep.
you're like, oh,
You're like, oh damn, yeah.
you know. And it doesn't mean I forgive like everything, like all the fraud in this country and whatever. I'm just saying the people. I fuck with the people here, and I fuck with the amount of diversity and like the things we're allowed to do.
Yeah.
What were you doing in Taiwan?
I just went there because I was like, Americans are not gonna wear masks.
Oh, really?
Because I'm from Florida, and I was like, yo, y'all do recognize Florida is connected by land to every state. You're not gonna get people in Florida to cover their mouths or
Not
follow
never.
any rules.
Not never.
I was like, the whole country is gonna get infected. So I bounced super early because Taiwan and Asia, there's a culture of wearing the mask
You guys been doing it forever.
forever since SARS.
But
Yeah.
the problem,
So-
what the irony of that is that they didn't develop the herd immunity in China. That not Taiwan, I don't know, but I know in mainland China they have such a problem with herd immunity. So we got so exposed that the later strains were really easy for us to deal with.
I still would have rather people wore masks and not get bodied. But
In
it's
Taiwan, was there a bunch of that everyone had masks on?
everyone. There was no COVID there for like basically 10 months. And then one dude came back and went to a hoe house. They called it a tea house. And then spoke at a Rotary Club like convention meeting and got like 150 people sick, and then it spread everywhere.
That guy was stoned.
Yeah. Yeah.
That guy is ass beat.
That guy had some specialty.
You're the only person I know that sought, like, you should have just came to LA and everyone's wearing
That's
everyone's
a bold
wearing masks
move.
here.
You literally were like,
You're the only guy I know that sought out more masks.
Yeah,
more power to you, if
I
that's what
wanted
you
more
did.
because then we could like do stuff because we kind of the first wave missed us.
Yeah.
And then people were hanging out in clubs and going to restaurants. Like I could live my whole life in Taiwan.
Yep.
But the crazy thing is, even with that freedom, I missed America.
Interesting.
Like I came back to get a vax and wear a mask and stay in the house because I was like, I miss my homies. I miss fucking buffalo wings.
Yep.
Like I miss walking down the street to Leo's Tacos. Like I can't eat Chinese food again.
Yep.
You're like, I love Chinese food. I found my limit. It was 9 months. You know,
Yeah,
you
I
needed
bet.
some. You
9
need something
months.
else.
yo, I was going to Hooters just to like feel something.
Just to feel American.
Like just to
feel
feel American. I was up in Texas Roadhouse, like, damn, these
Hell
rolls
yeah.
are so good.
Yeah.
you
hell
know,
yeah.
like
so
as a-
American.
Yeah. Like I didn't miss like fancy chef shit. I was like, yo,
The food
I need to
brought
be
you
up in
back.
Texas Roadhouse. Yeah.
Texas Roadhouse.
The
So
food brought you
goddamn
back,
American.
man. That's wild.
So, is there any other plans with as far as TV goes? Now that Vice
Yeah.
is, Vice.
Yeah, I'm doing a documentary on Vice on how like the whole financial fall of the place. So
Really?
I've been
And
working on
really
that
correct me if I'm
documentary.
wrong. We don't have to get in the weeds of it, but it was all that with Dave Smith, right? Is his name Dave Smith?
Shane
I think-
Smith.
Shane Smith.
Yeah.
Shane Smith, because it was like a toxic culture, right? That's where it started.
Yeah, and they also just they didn't pay a lot of people. Like I ended up having an issue in the bankruptcy, like how all the writers have been fighting on strike for residuals and things like
Yeah.
that. I owned 50% of the trademark on my show, and I owned 25% of the actual rights to the footage in the show, like as filmed and aired on Viceland. These dudes never accounted for my residuals. And anytime I'd ask, they just send me a random check, and I'm like, "That's cool. Like, I'm definitely gonna keep your money, but
Yeah, but
can
I
I
need
get an
some-
accounting?"
yeah.
They're like, "Oh, we, no one's actually kept track of it." I'm like, "You motherfuckers run marathons on this,"
Yes.
and like, I'm friends with Shane. I was friends with him the whole time. I never once brought it up to him. I was like, "I'm gonna trust that your company will handle this and do this the right way," but they never did. And then they called me a week before the bankruptcy. And we're like, look, we know we owe you this much money. We totally acknowledge it. We've been ducking it for years. We'll settle with you now. And they made me an offer for a number that was really low. I was like, fuck it. I'll take it because you guys are bankrupt.
Yeah, otherwise
anyway.
I'm getting nothing.
Otherwise, it's nothing. Go through the bankruptcy. Immediately, it's rejected. And they're like, oh, our bad. We didn't really have the authority to make that deal with you. You need to deal with the people now that bought the company.
That's a bummer.
And I would say, me and Shane live close to each other, and I would walk my son. I have a 7-3-year-old, so my oldest son, who's 7 at the time, he was probably 2 or 3, and every morning we'd walk around the neighborhood. We'd start our day walking. Me and him would always see each other. He'd always
Yeah.
have his dog, and we'd always chat. He was always cool.
I love
And then
it.
once that broke, I was like, ooh,
He should have paid me my money.
yeah, yeah, for reals.
Did he make out? Did he make out well in the sale?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yo, if you look at this dude, like his assets don't match up his contract from Vice. Like the dots don't connect. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna save it for the documentary.
It's such a bummer because they had the world by the balls, man. Vice had some
They did
dope stuff.
amazing
Yeah.
stuff. But
But-
what brought him down? Was it the financials or was
I'm
it?
gonna need your 1750 at AMC, dog. But no, it's crazy. There's crazy stuff. It's crazy. Yeah. Cause
All
also
right.
it's like, yo, we worked so hard for that company.
Yes,
So
bro.
many people, not just me. A lot of my homies can't get jobs because of how mismanaged that company was.
Damn.
Even though they're incredible artists.
Yeah, they had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, people just don't respect the work of people that came from Vice. And like there's a lot of shoddy people in the upper management category. But when it comes to the people that do the work, like, yo, hire them. They're really good at what they do.
Yep.
Like the
We almost
cam-
signed with them, B.
Yep.
I met with
Oh, you
him
guys
several
almost signed
times.
with them?
I almost signed with him. Yeah.
They're doing a Vice right now is doing a thing on Rogan. They're doing and I'm going to go interview with them.
Vice
Actually,
is?
yeah, I'm going to interview with them today
Wow.
to talk about Joe Rogan because I talked to Joe and I was like, you want me to do this? He's like, yeah, can't hurt because I don't want if they're going to interview about Joe, I want somebody.
Wait,
like
is
me.
it to Joe in a good light?
I think so. Well, they're doing
Vice.
9 people. Hulk Hogan's one of them. Joe Rogan, and they're doing an expose on them. Not an expose, but they're kind of like talking about people who apparently can't be stopped regardless, right? Who just continue to grow. And I don't know what that means. I know Vice probably, if I had to guess, wouldn't be as sympathetic to Joe Rogan as I would be. So I'm just going to throw my hat in there because they asked me to. So.
Oh, they're just gonna edit the shit out of that.
Wait, they're gonna do a documentary on Joe Rogan?
They're doing one of the episodes devoted to Joe. So.
Oh, of a documentary series.
Series. Then that's what they're doing now. Like they go beyond behind the mat or whatever they do, like the wrestling.
And what's
series.
the topic?
Well, for me, they wanted to interview me about Joe Rogan because I've known him for so long. And
Oh no, what's the topic of the series?
Yeah.
Like why
People that can't be canceled?
I don't know. But it's.
Is that what it is? People who can't be canceled?
like the greatest podcasters of all time.
I think it's something about regardless of the way the winds change, some people seem to endure.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, I think it's more like American icons who kind of like continue to be relevant regardless of whatever happens.
Do you know who else is involved? Hulk Hogan, who else?
There were a couple names I just can't remember.
Hulk Hogan's sick.
Hulk Hogan's the man.
I like Hulk Hogan.
Me too.
I've been rewatching the NWO fights. It's so good.
Did you hear him on Rogan?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
incredible.
he was great, dude.
I gotta
Yeah,
listen
him,
to that.
Flair. Like I love the old wrestling.
Hogan was
dudes
great.
on
Yeah, I
Rogan.
like the old wrestlers.
Yeah.
Hogan was great on there, man.
Yup.
You a sports fan?
Yeah, huge sports fan. Yeah.
I think you're New York. You're like Knicks, Giants. What are we talking about here?
I'm all over it because born in DC, so I was a Commanders fan first and a Georgetown basketball fan.
They were big when we were kids.
Huge, because
Massive.
the Bullets were ass. Nobody was watching the Bullets, so we were like, "Yo, we'll watch the Hoyas," and then so Patrick Ewing went to the Knicks, so that's why I'm a Knicks fan.
That makes sense.
Is because of Patrick, and so I'm Knicks, Commanders, and then basically because of Goodwill Hunting, I'm a Red Sox fan. I really like fucking Goodwill Hunting, yeah, and like, but I'm honest about my teams.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's a great movie, though.
Yeah, and it's weird. Like I'm a Wolverines fan because of like the X-Men Wolverine. I was just like, I don't have a college team,
That's
but
a terrible reason.
I like Wolverine, the X-Men, and I was like, I'm riding with y'all.
At least they're good.
That's
yeah.
great. That's great.
Yeah, they're fly. It was a good choice. I'm very happy with my choice.
I'm very happy with my
Yeah.
choice. Shout out to X-Men.
Yeah, man. They led me
But
the
you
right
miss
way.
New York every single day.
Yeah, of course. Like I don't miss my apartment, but I miss the city.
Would you
know?
move back out there? It's tough with in New York. Like in real New York with a kid's tough.
Yeah, I would if I had if I had my paper straight, you know, like because New York at this age with the kid is a rich man's game.
Correct.
I don't want them living in like the apartments I used to live in, all ratchet and shit, and like calling people to turn the heat on. And
Yeah.
like I paid a lot of rent money, but you still, it's like the first 3 days of winter, you're like, yo, homie, turn the fucking heat on.
Yeah.
You live in a
Right.
box.
Would you move anywhere else besides New York? So many people from California moved to Texas, Nashville. Would you Florida?
You know, Florida, I really love. Like, I love Florida. The schools are shit, but I went to them schools, and I'm all right.
You're all right. Yeah.
know?
They'll figure it out.
They'll figure
it out.
It's
I
actually,
like
I went to
Florida.
those schools.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that I would Florida. I think about the DC area, but I don't think it. I think I need to be somewhere with a little more action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
DC's too
think it's
sterile.
Miami or LA, to be honest.
Miami, I feel like you'd do well.
I love Miami.
Yeah, me too.
And more,
I
you
love
could be
Miami.
an
I don't know
idiot
about
in
living.
Miami.
I love Miami. I don't know how I would do living there.
Yeah, well, I
I'd
feel
get
like
in
if you,
I'd be Hunter Biden.
yeah, 100%, 100%. Well,
Drive
that's-
my cars.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I mean,
Get my dick sucked.
That sounds like a good life.
yeah,
You ain't lying, brother.
the pool of sin.
I'm heading to Miami.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Oh, Miami's nuts.
Best looking women in the world. Is that?
They're up there.
Am I crazy?
I don't see color.
that-
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I don't see
In
anything.
Miami, I'm blind.
See, I would love Miami because my girl likes the strip club, so it's like we just
Oh,
go together.
interesting.
It's like cool. It'd be like,
That would be a hell of a time.
yeah, I like Miami.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Miami.
I like the idea of you also with your food. It's a night town. You got a restaurant. People come out.
Yeah,
they're
it
up
also
till 4
feels
in the
like a
morning.
foreign country because it's like half Cuba, half America.
Yep.
Yeah, it
and
feels
like-
foreign, and also the service is foreign.
Yeah.
even at Starbucks.
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're all like Dominican or Cuban.
Yeah.
Starbucks, you're there for 30 minutes. I'm like, if I don't get my
I
fucking
love
coffee,
it. I love it all.
there's no rush.
But I like it because there's another industry besides entertainment. And like there's people who just don't know what the fuck is going on in our stupid entertainment world
Yep.
that I love. Because you could be a goon. You could just like walk down the street and spill coffee on your shirt
Yep.
and go through your day. It's
Yep.
fine. You have coffee all over yourself.
Feel you.
Here it's like, oh my God, I have a meeting with so-and-so. Oh my God.
The rat race out here is
Yeah,
a
I should
beast.
probably put my adult diaper on.
Yeah, don't
Yeah, out here's a beast.
Don't you feel that way? We're all stuck in this like thing where you've got to be productive and you've got to be working 16-hour days no matter what, even to survive.
But you think that changes if you move to Montana?
I think that there
I think
are
it's
certain
in here,
places
Ben.
you can
Yeah,
go.
It's in here.
we would
go to
find some
Miami,
shit to
though.
do. For
I would
me,
get
it's not
busy
the
in
work.
Montana.
I love the work.
Me too.
I would be chopping fucking trees down, but my thing is just like dealing with the social shit here.
Yeah.
Stresses me out.
Yep.
I don't like the social, like putting on.
Networking. Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like somebody's gonna tell you about how they reverse smoke seared their steak, and you gotta, you know,
You went, right away I went, Eddie, don't entertain this.
delicious, so delicious, so.
Bro, I thought I had you too.
I was like,
When you said, I thought, dude, I'm getting Eddie to get.
I knew
he's
right
excited.
away.
I'm also such a hater. I'm a big green egg guy, so I hate on the Traeger. The Traeger is good, it's convenient.
Yeah, I like
but
green egg
I'm a
too,
big
yeah.
green egg guy.
All right, Tim, what do you got? I know one of the
Green egg,
things.
So I'll do whatever you tell me. I suffer from peer pressure. So should I go green egg
No,
instead of
you
the
got
Traeger?
Traeger's good
Solid.
because
You told me you hated it, bro.
yeah, because I'm a dick. Like, listen to me. I like the big green egg because I'm like, it takes more skill.
Yeah.
You have to control the flow of air, and that's how you get the
It's
temperature.
hard, yeah.
The Traeger, you just turn on, you're like, it's at 220. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
But you like it though.
You
B.
like
so
it.
use Also, you're not a chef, right?
Yeah, but you
So
are
do
you this
whatever.
way- Are you this way with cars? Because I like a Tesla because I can get in there and I just drive. It's like a computer.
don't have to think
I don't
about
have to
it.
think about it. This guy likes he likes fucking with his engine.
I'm like, yo, I like, you know, I went on like 8 or 9 dates with my girl before I hit. I'm like, I love this. I
Yeah.
love this. How many more fucking mazes are you gonna make me run through,
Yeah.
you crazy fucking bitch?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love
Say,
you,
Doug.
love you, babe. But like
love you,
you, like
babe.
you just pull up, take the valet, like I'm hitting on the
lazy,
first
bro.
date.
I'm
You know?
lazy.
Yeah.
Dehydrated garlic flakes, man.
Yeah, exactly. The
Yeah.
Traeger is just like guaranteed smash.
Yeah,
You're gonna
yeah,
hit. Like it's a guarantee that she's gonna put out.
You want to work for it, bro.
Yo, big green, you gotta work. I gotta get in there. I gotta like fucking work from the feet to the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm eating feet using the big green egg.
I love you.
Are you eating feet?
No, man.
See, he's not.
No,
I know
man,
you're
I'm not-
eating feet.
I'm down for
He's
some feet.
fucking eating feet. You just know.
Is there shit
you
you-
know a dude who's eating feet. Just like
I'm left out. I'm left out. You guys
that's
are
a big
hungry.
green
You guys
egg. I think that's the best analogy yet. Is
Yeah.
like if you want to work for it, big green egg.
Yep.
Are you? Is there any food you won't eat? You think it's gross?
Like we had Steve Ranella in here, and
Ranella.
He's a big hunter. We said, weirdest thing you've eaten? He said, dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
Might want to lay low for a little
Vietnam.
bit, Steve.
I know.
yo, I'm all for white dudes saying they ate dog just to like reverse the stereotype a little bit, or just to
That
take
one
a little,
even
just to
caught
take
me
a little
off
heat
guard.
off of us.
Yeah.
He was
So,
in Vietnam.
Yo, I
says in
support him
Vietnam.
eating dog.
Yeah, he said he was in Vietnam, and it was just like that's what they do there. He was like, it's just like obviously in America it's frowned upon, but it's just different.
I'm so sorry. Yo, it just people talk about
That one
eating
caught
dog,
me
it
off guard. I was
cracks
like, oh,
me
damn.
up because since I'm a kid, you know, people just like, yo, so like if I got close with a white kid, like the one question, so like, do your parents eat dog? I'm
like,
you befriended me for 6 months to ask this question. But no,
so
what's the
true.
weirdest shit I have eaten? Damn.
Will you eat like brains, tongue? I don't eat that stuff. Organ
Honestly,
meats.
probably my girl's foot coming out the Encore Club because I think I spilled like fucking Guy Fieri's tequila all over it. Like lifted his foot, and I'm like smells like lime and tequila. What the fuck?
At least it's alcohol and disinfectant.
I still ate it.
Walk out
was
the encore.
delicious.
Suck your toes.
Who knew? Who knew the skinny margarita foot was the one? But that's probably the weirdest thing I've eaten. Club foot, open club foot.
Open club
Yeah,
foot.
open foot in the club.
Like my girl will make a soup and it has the lining of the cow stomach.
Oh, yeah,
I'm like, I
tripe.
worked too hard for us to eat this.
Tripe
man.
is gross.
I
like,
guarantee
"You're not
you
gonna eat
the
'em?"
Guy
Like, no.
Fieri tequila foot tasted funky.
Way fucking, yeah. That shit stinks though. man.
Pickled foot.
Yeah, pickled.
Pickled
Yeah,
foot.
the encore foot. Yeah.
Damn.
All right, Jim, what do you got?
All right, you want to start with the big news as far as
Dame
celebrities?
Lillard. Oh, this
yeah.
one.
Start-
This one's
yeah,
good.
celebrities. So Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
This one's interesting. So, Travis Kelce's the best tight end in the league, right? And he's dating Taylor Swift.
He is
They've been,
dating- okay.
they've been seen together. She came to the game. She was like this super, wagga wife, like the wag. She was like freaking out. We scored a touchdown. It's interesting to me because then he pushed the Pfizer shot, and he's
that's-
dating Taylor. So it's interesting. I don't know what the play is
Why
there.
is that interesting?
Because she's
Attention.
big, she's big into that, and he had to turn comments off because he's getting lit up, right? Like those type of dudes.
Wait,
don't
what
really mess with
Pfizer
it.
shot?
the vaccine
booster or
shot.
something?
The
Oh,
booster.
he was talking about it.
He did a commercial for it.
Oh, for the vaccine.
Yes.
And she's anti-vax.
No, she's super vax.
Oh.
So it's weird. It's weird how it lines up.
Like a publicity.
Oh.
Like it seems to me like it's almost fake. And here's what else is interesting, but just putting the things together here. Have you seen his ex-girlfriend?
No.
She's so bad.
Can I
Let's see.
And she's the opposite Taylor Swift, like has a wagon on her. Like this, but she's so
Taylor's
fun.
long and skinny. Long and thin.
Yeah, and people.
Oh, I remember.
They posted
her.
a video of her walking down a runway.
Yeah.
and they're like, damn,
That's different food.
Travis fumbled the bag.
That's different food.
Different food, right?
Yeah, that's different
Yeah.
food. He eating,
Not to get all
wait, why is
cultural.
Rick Ross up in there too? Rick Ross up in there?
That's different food too.
Yeah, why? Rick Ross is
Chin,
Rick
give
Ross
me
also
some
hit.
close-ups here, though. He's a stud,
Shoot
by
shit.
the way.
Oh,
Oh no,
okay.
go to who posted it?
Compton.
What's up?
Will Compton posted the Pfizer commercial.
No, not that. That thing's gay. The
Oh wow, this
no,
ex-girlfriend's
Akash
warning
from
people.
Akash Twitter.
what?
Because he retweeted because someone goes,
she's-
Kelsey fumbled the bag. And he goes, yeah, fumbled the bag by $1 billion. It's like, yeah, if they get together, she might have $1 billion, but he had $1 billion in a flat ass. Like his ex is so bad. So bad.
Yeah, it's all this relationship
Look for it.
is very beneficial for both of them, though.
Yeah.
I
His
feel like
jersey
it.
sales went up 400%.
Yeah, this is a good thing for. I'm Team Travis Kelsey.
too.
I'm happy for him. I loved it because he's kind of like reverse Kardashianing this.
Yes.
You know, like I think he's gonna come up off this.
You'll see the video. Oh, there. Oh, see, there it is. Go up. Travis fumbled. This is his girl right now.
That's his girl?
No.
I mean, I'm a fan.
Yeah, that is
Big
that her?
fan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
her.
a fan.
Well, booty, yeah.
Yeah, that's just more my speed, personally.
Dude, I saw her in person.
Yeah, that'll break your back right there in the best of ways.
So he went from that to
Interesting. He's
Yeah.
on a diet now.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
God bless. God
Yeah.
bless. Biggest
It has
star
to be
in
the
world.
fame thing, right? Like, it comes with like obviously she's depend what you're into. She's a stone cold 6 with a flat ass, right? But it's also
I'm not gonna comment on that.
right. No,
it's
we're just
very-
gonna pretend she's
She's very pretty.
her face cool, right? Face cool. She's
Very
built
pretty.
like
Not our style.
like
not our
Pumpkin
speed.
Jack.
Yo,
not-
her fans are so wild. I'm
Bro,
pleading
I'm not
the
even
fifth,
saying
dog.
anything.
I already
I'm
got
not-
a movie
By the
with
way,
Scooter
though,
Braun. I'm pleading the
excuse me,
fifth.
sir. Excuse me, sir. I'm not mad at that. She looks pretty good there, bro.
I did type
That
in
looks hilarious.
thick.
That's a hilarious photo.
typed-
this one, she's on the table. This
Let
is
me see right there,
hilarious.
Chin. Can I get more close-ups of that?
Chin, don't type in thick. Just type in Taylor Swift. Nice try, bud.
Yeah,
He's
I
a
did
Taylor
try.
Swift fan. That's
I think
why.
she's hot.
okay.
Very
Her
pretty.
face is super pretty.
Yeah, really
I'm not saying anything about her
She's
face.
sexy, man. She's sexy.
Right there.
That's
She got some meat on her bones now.
I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, she put on. Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
You're pleading the fifth, man. It don't matter what I think. It really don't matter.
I don't think it matters what I
Really,
think either.
yo,
yeah.
I hope Travis
Kelsey's
Kelce
like,
just
shut
comes
your
up
mouth.
off this.
But I
Yeah.
know what you mean.
That's
We've
what I
seen her
hope.
in person, and
Yeah, I mean, you let me pick. I'd rather drive that car.
Yo, let's see.
all.
What was Taylor Swift's ex-boyfriend? Because I feel like she always got like wimpy boyfriends.
Yeah,
Let's
she
see,
always
who are
has
her
like some
exes?
pushovers.
So I'm like, yo, she got a real man
he's all
right
man.
now.
He's all man.
I've skeptical hippo eyes of
Let's
this
see.
relationship with the Pfizer, the
Yeah,
fame,
look at it. She's
Harry
okay.
Styles.
Jake Gyllenhaal, cool. Jake Gyllenhaal, cool.
but they're all
But
tiny
these
guys.
are these are all kind of like
Been through
a
lot of
certain
guys.
type of
John Mayer
man.
isn't tiny. He's a big guy.
John Mayer's not. Big.
These are all nice
Oh,
guys.
John
These are all
Mayer's
really
6'2".
nice guys.
He's
Let's
built
go to
like
the
a
right
lunch lady.
too.
Is he?
Yeah.
We got Tim McGraw, Joe
That's just, no,
Jonas,
that's the
Calvin
song that she did.
Oh,
it's called
okay.
Tim McGraw. Yeah,
So who are the actual ex-boyfriends?
all these except for the Tim
Taylor.
McGraw.
Taylor is John Mayer.
Joe Jonas,
Tom Hiddleston. He's
John
like
Mayer.
that actor.
Like 50 Shades of
Like
White.
yo, no one on that list is gonna hit her with the building like Travis Kelce.
No.
is. So
That is
I'm
correct.
happy for Taylor Swift. You know, maybe her music will get better from this too.
you know that Connor Kennedy. You know that Connor
Honestly.
Kennedy ain't bringing the power. Yeah, come on, man.
Shouts to Jake. I fuck with Jake Gyllenhaal.
I love
he's
Jake.
And
great.
John
Great
Mayer is a
actor.
nice guy. I like him. He's a Michigan fan too.
Joe Jonas, a little dude.
Yeah, but these dudes is not hitting you with the building.
No.
No.
They not eating that foot out the club.
No.
Travis Kelsey's a hungry boy.
Yes, he's
That's
a
it.
beast.
He getting in there.
I
He's
see what
working
she's
hard.
doing
He's
there.
not just throwing a dick in a Traeger.
No.
He's gonna fucking work the
Yes,
big
he's
green
gonna work
egg.
that thing.
He's gonna work the fucking
Yep.
egg.
I'm with him
Bro,
on this.
You know.
You're hitting me from all angles.
No, it's just,
You're gonna
it's just
tenderize that
funny.
rump roast.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah, man. I'm happy to see where this goes.
I mean, yeah, we'll see.
He's an outlier.
You
I
buying
like
it,
that. I
Chin?
never heard that expression.
What's
He's
up?
not hitting her with the building.
You think it's
That's
real
good,
love or
bro.
what?
That's good.
I mean, I didn't think about it until now, but they might be dating. But I see that how they could
Yeah,
benefit
something's
him
fishy.
for that. I don't know.
Yeah,
This is big in sports.
Oh yeah.
Kelsey's a smart dude.
Gil's very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him and his brother have a great pod.
Also, whoever he comes up on next is like, this is kind of, it's a feather in his, it's a good thing.
100%.
So people like Akash, whatever, you know, is being like, oh, he fumbled the bag. Like, nah, you playing checkers, dog.
Yes.
Travis Kelsey,
correct.
once you break into this echelon of woman,
There's only
Every
one way
woman-
to go.
every woman
Only
wants
one way to
there-
go.
yo, yeah, there's 10,000 other joints that want to be
Yeah,
her.
if you're a chick, it's like
100%.
hooking up with Brad Pitt. There's only one way to go.
100.
Once you get that cosign,
Yep. Lateral now. Every girl's going to want to compete with Taylor Swift, so they want to be the next girl talked about.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
and her tour did like $1 billion.
Like if I know Leonardo DiCaprio fucks you, I'm like, that's quality. That's quality.
Oh,
That's
man.
quality.
Yeah.
It's like a butcher. It's like, oh, this really good. Peter Luger's buys beef from me. Yo,
I'm in.
I'm in.
Yep.
I'm in.
Yep.
That dude finds premium
Yeah,
fucking
you're one of
stuff.
the
Premium stuff.
Yeah.
Leo alumni. Hell
Yeah.
yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Age 26 years, I'm in.
Yeah. That's Ivy League box.
Yeah.
You know, you
He
went to
kicks him
Leo.
out the league at 23, but
Yeah.
26,
He
27.
really does.
He
doesn't
fucking only with phenoms.
Oh,
Yeah. It's
Only
so-
You know?
bads. Only baddies.
Yeah.
He's the
It's a
discipline
brand,
it
it's a
takes.
brand name.
Yeah.
But the discipline it takes for that guy at 50 to go through that long without ever falling into the
Well, they tried to.
love trap.
Oh, no, yeah.
Like he's just like, no, I got to cut this off. And you're like, damn, you stayed that solo for that long. 'Cause-
Yeah, it's kind of sad when you think about it, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, I agree with you.
He's
I
super
kinda-
lonely at
I
night,
agree with
yeah.
you though, right?
And they're also 23. You
Yeah.
ever talked to a 23-year-old lately?
That's what I'm saying.
He's probably like, just shut up.
There is something to be said
Let me
about
read
like,
this Quentin
connecting with
Tarantino
somebody,
script.
marrying him, having a kid.
Yeah, we haven't factored in that part. He may actually connect with this woman.
Dude, you're so right. You're so right.
We haven't thought about this, sir.
We haven't thought about this,
He
sir.
may really like her music.
Yeah, you might
That's
be.
just like impossible
Or just
to me.
her as a person.
Like,
Yeah.
for
Her-
her, do you listen to her music?
no,
I don't know.
sir.
Yeah.
No,
But
it's
her
like-
as a person. Maybe he likes her as a person. You
He
ever think
maybe
about that?
likes her as a
We
person.
never factored that in.
It's possible.
Nah. Yeah,
We
nah.
really didn't. Thank you for bringing us back to,
Yeah.
what's real.
She just don't seem that fun, but like, look, he may really like it a lot.
Yeah, it might not be for us, but
Yeah.
maybe they're like soulmates.
So
Yeah.
Eddie, it's safe to say that if you had your pick of the people you could meet, the top 3 people, she's not breaking top 3. That's all.
No. No, I would. No. She might not break 300. She might
top
not.
300 be tough.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Seems like a good kid though.
I like-
This is big in sports, B. You won't know any of these people, but Damian Lillard got traded to Milwaukee Bucks.
This is big.
So this is huge.
Like his tattoos.
So they have the freak, Greek the freak, Giannis, and him together. They're still not going to beat my Nuggets, but this is big because he wanted to go to Miami.
yeah.
All indications said he was going to Miami.
I want to go to Miami over Milwaukee. Yeah.
He did too with Jimmy Buckets with Butler, but now he's going to Milwaukee. So and this just got announced.
And so what is it? So that he's just so good. In other words,
He's he's been playing in Portland. They suck.
I actually think Phoenix did the best in this trade. I think Phoenix got better.
They've been trying to get rid of Ayton for a while.
Yeah,
Now they
dumb
got
salary.
Nurkic, I can't pronounce.
Yeah, Nurkic, and then they got a bench now because like
Oh, yeah.
Grayson
That's
Allen
what they
will come
needed.
cook off the bench for them.
Yeah.
Nazir Little, he plays
Yeah.
great defense.
Yeah, he plays 3 positions. Like, I think Phoenix low key did the best because what Milwaukee gets in offense, it loses in defense by
Yep.
trading Drew Holiday.
Yep.
I like how Eddie has a detailed knowledge of sports as well. So he's like, I'm just a regular guy, man. I just show up. I got my law degree, but I was terrible. And I like sports. He's got everything you do.
Brian's
I
like,
have a
it's
feeling."
crazy. This kid on the streets from China,
Yeah, how did he
Keeps
learn
going
this
back
on
to
the
it, man.
streets of
This is-
Beijing?
fucking Orlando,
Kid from
dude.
the dirty street, from
Dude,
the rough
it's your
streets of
Chinese
Beijing.
mentality. You're into sports too.
You guys
man.
watch basketball in Tiananmen?
You guys know what basketball is?
Exactly. But
Could it be any more racist?
I would say
I thought they
you're,
only had tanks there.
yeah.
Jeremy Lin's great.
I'd say you're very competitive, and I like it.
Yeah, no, I'm. You know, it's funny. I'm personally competitive with myself.
Yeah.
But it's funny, like even sparring, right? If I work somebody the first 2 rounds, I'll just chill out the third round. Like
Back
once I
up.
already know.
Yeah.
What do you mean sparring?
Like boxing.
You box?
Yeah. I box a lot. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Where?
But at Churchill on
No
the west
shit.
side. Yeah. I used to box at Wildcard Hollywood and then Wildcard West, and then it became Churchill.
You get in the ring and bang around?
Yeah, spars, man.
Yeah. It's fun.
Did you know that about him?
Yes.
You did.
I train with your boy Camacho sometimes.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Really dope.
Chris Camacho?
Yeah.
I know Chris.
Oh, you know Chris.
yeah, because I
too.
used to
Okay.
I used to box at Gloveworks.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah. He
Wayne
told
McCall.
me about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
In fact, Chris Camacho said something so great to me. I would never warm up. I'd just start hitting.
Yeah.
Chris knows his shit.
Yeah.
I played pro football. Played with who the fuck was it? I think the played
Chicago
for
Bears.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Bears.
No, I don't know. Just go. No, I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure it's Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I was like, I would just start hitting, and he looks at me and he goes, "Just hitting, Brian, not warming up at all. That's cool." Just kept walking. And that was the beginning of my shoulder problem. All right.
Yeah. I sparred Camacho one time and he dropped me. It was hilarious. He's just far too strong for me.
Athletic.
Knows
Yeah.
his shit. Yeah.
Super athletic, super strong. I mean, he fought professionally,
Oh, I forgot about
but
that.
he dropped me. It was pretty funny.
So,
But I hit him with some heel hooks.
you get landed some
I
good
be hitting him
shots.
with these like fucking wide hooks.
But Wildcard West it's no longer there.
Yeah, they
just
changed
renamed
the
it,
name.
yeah.
They renamed it Churchill.
yeah.
Same
That-
dude.
Peter Berg owns that.
Yeah, Pete
place.
Berg. Yeah.
That's a nice gym. I've
He
been there. I love
he
it.
still owns it.
I think so. It's a great
They
gym.
just changed the
It's a
name.
great
Yeah,
gym.
sick.
Chris Van Eerden, our boy.
Yeah, the
he
Heat.
teaches there. Yeah.
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 Chris used to. I
What
used
a
to work
Scott
out with
chin.
Frank Grillo over there.
Oh
Frank.
yeah.
All right, so
Oh wow.
you've seen Brittany. Brittany posts a bunch of dancing videos.
Have you seen this?
Yeah,
With the
well,
knives?
I think
You know her dad's like, "What's up?
You know what?
What's up, bitches? I told you she's batshit crazy.
You're right. She's
But I was
just-
trying to help her out. And social media, you guys push so much. This bitch is free now. Fucking around with knives.
No,
It really is such a good lesson that people have an opinion about shit they don't know about.
That's social
Like
media. in a
us, we don't
nutshell.
know how in love Travis Kelce is. With
Yeah, but we
fucking
shoot our
things.
shot. You would just mouth
Yeah.
off.
You're right.
Yeah.
Even her dogs are worried. Look at her.
Yes, I don't want to
dogs.
play the sound too loud because it's music.
You look like she's about to chef the dogs.
This is This is somebody who is
Crying for help.
unfortunately. Well, she's unfortunately not in her right mind. This is real.
But then she had to come out. She's like, the knives are fake. It's like, girl, you ain't fooling nobody.
It's just a bummer, man.
So the sound tells you those are real knives, and one's pointed to like this. The blade's pointed to her face. She's holding it like that, and one's down. And then
Not to get.
What's
she's,
up?
She's just not well. She's
No,
not
she's
well.
not.
The dad's like, I told you, dumb bitches.
Yeah, you're right.
And they're like, she's on Instagram. She's wearing a yellow dress. That's a sign for help. Dad's like, what? No, we have nothing to do with this.
so later on, people notice that she after the video she has a bandage on her arm, and then there's like a cut on her leg right here.
It's
And
right
then
because she's
something
fucking around
else.
with knives.
Yes, that one's more like a bruise, but
It is so weird.
yeah.
Oh my
so people are really
God.
worried
Well,
about
you
her.
wonder why she doesn't have a relationship with her kids. She obviously
She's not there mentally for sure.
She went crazy.
Didn't Wembenyama's security guard like stiff arm her recently?
Slapped her. Yeah. I was like, bitch, you better back up, you crazy ass.
She blamed him too.
But you
Yeah.
can see it. I'm sorry, you can see it in her eyes, man.
Yeah.
She's just not there.
And the dad's just like, told you. I don't even care anymore.
I
Told you.
wonder what happened because it like I mean it's probably around when she shaved her head, but something left the building.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That all that fame and whatever.
Yeah.
She was massive.
I remember though when she was like complaining about the amount of paparazzi, right? There was like so much. This was when none of us knew this, and she was at the height of her fame, and she was dealing with all this stuff. And my wife at the time was working at a photography studio, and so she pulled into the photography studio in a convertible. And it's like,
What are you doing?
yeah, like you've been complaining and you're driving around a convertible. And my wife at the time went, there's something very off, because if she was trying to hide from the paparazzi, she wouldn't be riding around in a convertible. So there was already a disconnect.
It's just a weird bird. People aren't, I don't think people are made to be that famous. Like Bieber, thank God he's made it out okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he has some mental issues, but human beings aren't made to be that famous.
No,
It
you're
drives
eats
you
up.
crazy.
You only want to fly so high before
Yeah.
you start,
But do you think
getting
she went
turbulence.
crazy and that's why she lost her kids? And do you think how much? You never know. I mean, how much was it the fame, or just she's just like Amy
It must have been pretty
Winehouse?
bad because the judge was like, yeah, we'll leave the kids with Kevin Federline.
Yeah. I feel for her, man. Like
too.
you
have
can
to.
just tell she's having a rough time. Like
Yes.
something broke in there.
She just keeps fucking and hooking up with her personal trainers.
She does.
Yeah,
That's all
her
she
boyfriend
needs.
now.
It's
Now her
all she
last guy
knows.
was personal trainer. Whoever's the next personal trainer is like, hell yeah.
She still got it.
Hell yeah, dog.
Yeah, man.
I'm about to marry this bitch.
But then God,
I'm about to go from ab stretches to fucking marriage.
So my buddy went on a date with her, and the whole time, literally, like they go on a date.
How
and
long
the
ago is
whole
this?
time, the height of her fame, you know, when she
Before
was
Kevin.
yeah. And literally, my buddy was eating dinner with her the whole time, and she was on her phone like this the whole time.
Oh, she just wasn't into him. Is your buddy a little boy?
No, here's what's great. She's on the phone with him the whole time. So he's like, this is the strangest thing. Even the waiter was like, you want something else? He's like, yeah, let's get the check. And then she goes, I'll take care. I got it. He's like, okay. So she pays for the check. And then he's like, I'll see you later. The whole time. And then he gets a call from her friend who says, Brittany really liked you and she wants to go out with you again. And he was like, I'm good.
Weird.
Yeah. So
I
they're
knew
on-
she was batshit crazy when she wore all denim to the MTV Awards.
It was fly though. The
Justin
Canadian
looked fly,
tuxedo.
but
just
the
fly.
matching, I was like, oh, they're both batshit crazy. Yeah, when you match the,
I like that. I like.
You like
I
matching?
like crazy. Yeah, I like when couples step out crazy
Yeah,
like that.
I feel you.
Yeah, this is fly. This is I can't.
That's
front
Kevin
this.
Federline? Who is that?
How
Justin
fucking
Timberlake,
dare
bro.
you?
Just kidding. Look at that young Justin Timberlake, by the way.
See, she's all there here. Like,
Yes.
you know, the brain is.
I knew the waves were coming though when I saw that.
It's true though. Look at her eyes. You can see there's like life in her eyes. Even in a still photograph, there's something.
that
about
one's a little woggy on the right, but
Yeah, but now,
Right?
now, dude, she's
Did
got the eyes
Justin
of her.
break her? Fuck.
I think she just went crazy, Bubba. I think she.
she's too famous.
Yeah.
Even
or-
Justin was like, "Fuck this."
Or maybe something happened in her brain, man. It's like Amy Winehouse. Amy Winehouse, before she killed herself, they would blame it on drugs. Amy Winehouse they saw her at a gas station, and she was just outside twirling, you know, kind of walking in a circle.
The difference between her and Brittany, Amy was a massive drug addict. Massive.
Yeah,
massive
she did
drug
a lot of
addict.
drugs.
That's a big
and stuff.
difference.
But
yeah.
she was also, they think, so the interesting thing is they said, are people like that crazy and they're trying to self-medicate? Like sometimes you try to regulate your own brain with substances because nothing else is working. So I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I think we're going to find, in 20 years, we'll be looking at this going, oh, all she needed was this, or, you know.
You think?
I think so. I think mental illness is going to be something it's still such a mystery. It's such a mystery, and I think we'll look back at it, and when we say you'll never use the word crazy again, it'll be like as
Nah, I'm
bad as
always
the
gonna
N
use
word.
it. Nah, I always use crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't. No, don't.
No?
It is really wild that one day, like something you can just snap. Like that makes me really appreciate life, and also to realize like don't take shit too seriously.
Yeah, because we can snap at any moment.
Like, you could really fucking snap.
Yeah, it'd be a
I knew a
bummer.
woman whose daughter went crazy, and it was so heartbreaking because she went crazy. She didn't know what to do, and she would just go. She just went crazy, and she would just wander the streets like one of these people. Sometimes your brain snaps, man,
Yeah.
Or possessed.
or possessed
in
by
that?
a demon.
Yep. What else you got, Chin?
All right, so I'm sure you guys have seen this already, but Joe Biden flubbing LL Cool J's name.
Oh, he fucked his name up.
And this
he
is
goes,
at,
whatever. And then he calls him a boy.
It's so bad.
So he was honored at Congressional Black Caucus Foundation's annual legislative
Have you on the
conference.
cock. Yeah.
And I'll just play the clip for you.
Two of the great artists of our time representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip-hop in America, LL Cool J. By the way, that man's got biceps bigger than my thighs. I think he's been... And
Everyone's
MC
on.
Light, both of you, thank you.
I knew MC Light.
Wow.
I worked with both of them.
Both have the light off. On the mic, you know, you're all here to listen to the new edition. Mike Bivens, 40 years producing music.
Anyway, he's not all there either.
Bro, how is
Quit
this
giving him
man
these
still-
long ass names. Though. Like, protect the guy. Don't have him ride bikes. Don't have him go upstairs. Don't have him try and
God.
pronounce rappers' names.
I just think it's
LL
bullshit
Cool
that we
J.
need to prop
LLJ
this-
Cool
That's the
J.
shit I would do.
Yo, we all know what we're voting for are these people's cabinets. Do you
Yes.
know what I mean? I don't know why we keep up this act of like, all right, prop this fool up, bro. He's the president. Like, this guy is a fucking flesh bag.
Agree.
It's straight
He's
up
just a
flesh
body.
bag. Just whoever
quit
is
putting him
running
out
it,
there.
Just who's fucking Karl Rove right now?
Yeah, dude.
Whoever's running this shit, please fucking
Yep.
They
stand
just
up.
need to protect him. Be like, all right, we don't want any cameras around when he's getting on Air Force One. We clearly struggles with stairs.
Yeah.
We ain't riding no bikes. We're not pronouncing these weird rappers' names for him. You
He's-
see him do the Asian names?
Bro, he's terrible.
Bro.
This guy's not
Who
functional.
did this to him? I would struggle with Asian names. I have a splash of CT, way more sharp than he is.
They don't think he's going to run for a second term. They think last minute it's going to be Gavin Newsom. I've heard a lot of people who really
Michelle
follow this
Obama.
stuff. I don't think so. I think Gavin Newsom is positioning himself. He's going to debate Ron DeSantis. He's taken on this gender thing. The next thing is going to be crime.
He stopped the gender thing because that was the big
vetoed
black
it. I
eye.
know.
Yeah, he was
And
like,
people
no,
were
we're
like,
not
I
doing
think
that.
you're right, man. I think the thing is like what is happening with the presidency is they're more figureheads.
Yes.
And they're more just representations of what Americans want our leader to look like and sound like and be.
But
Well, it's
the
also that
cabinet.
we don't
It's
vote
the
in
cabinet.
primaries.
It's the squad who's
Yeah, it's the cabinet and the party that are pulling the strings.
people-
And
but people-
Biden's
vote-
weekend at Bernie's. He's just
he's straight up Bernie.
people don't
Yeah.
vote in the
But Michelle
primaries, though.
Obama would be a really good representative.
Yeah,
like
she's
she
handsome.
she can represent us to other countries. Like she could do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But the cabinet would be the ones making the decision.
Michelle could teach you how to get that big ass bash.
She won't. They
Bro,
won't.
she's jacked. son.
Kamala's a non-starter. I don't think Michelle.
Oh no,
Obama.
Kamala's not happening.
But I do think that what they're going to do
RFK could be interesting.
is too controversial. Too many.
I would vote for
conspiracies.
Cheryl. I would vote for his wife Cheryl over him. You know, like Cheryl from
Yeah,
Curb.
Cheryl
Yeah,
Hines.
oh, that's
Cheryl
right.
Hines.
I heard her on Tiger Belly, and I was like, "Bro, you don't need RFK. You should run. Like,
your
I'd
thing.
vote for you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like
it's-
any of the options, to be honest.
You gotta
Like,
vote-
I don't like
vote in
any
the
of
I'd
them.
vote for
primaries.
Larry David.
Yeah, I'd vote for
I would
him.
vote for Larry David. Larry David would actually do something because it would drive him crazy.
He'd be like, "This is
things
annoying."
not-
Should
yeah.
I might vote for the
Yo,
Rock.
that Magic Mind is fire, bro.
Yeah, it's
Good,
good.
right?
It's honestly good. Like they advertise on the pod, but that shit's really fucking
It's
good.
there you go.
I drank
know.
it before I came here.
You did?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
dude,
I
we'll
take
get
it
you
every
some.
day.
We'll get you some
Yeah.
samples.
No. They send it.
No,
to
he
me.
knows what
to do.
Yeah, no.
I love this
I
shit.
Like
fuck
it-
with Magic Mind. Yeah.
We'll give you some samples, man. Just import it from China. God, would you?
Do you put this
Like,
in
he's
the
not some
Traeger?
famous chef.
need
You
your
know, I
green
gotta
egg?
gotta get you some Magic Mind.
I love it, bro. I fucking love it. But thank you. I'll take your Magic
I know you can't get this stuff from
No,
China.
you don't like when I put
No,
garlic
I love
flakes in it.
I love it.
What else you got, Chin?
Dehydrated garlic flakes.
Here's one more.
I'm gonna remember that.
Oh,
40
one
minutes at
more?
240.
Once you start drinking this stuff, you get addicted to it.
Oh,
I love it.
no favorite part. Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
I haven't heard of that before.
So delicious, sir.
By the way, delicious is Japanese, so that's racist of you, bro.
No,
It
all
could
of
be
us,
any
all of us
Asian
can
pretty
say
much.
L. None
That's
of us can
racist
say
saying
L.
that, right? God damn it.
None of us can say L's, bro.
All right, well,
All right, there's like a one with a shooting or
Rook
just
Lockhold.
a car.
Rook
Rook Lockhold.
Lockhold.
What was it, Chin?
Okay, you want one with a shooting or just like a cool car?
Both.
I don't know.
All right, so the shooting one first.
Car better be fucking cool, dude.
It's you're probably gonna hate it. So this is at a Jack in the Box, and this is in 2021, but the footage was just released.
What?
So
This is fire.
so a dude picked up his pregnant wife, and they had like a 6-year-old kid in his truck. And then they did an order. Then he noticed that there was no curly fries. The
That is
curly fries are
frustrating.
missing.
That is frustrating.
So it came back around, and then this is what happened.
Oh, this fucked. He shot some parent. He shot a family.
No, the woman that actually, this is in Texas, and the woman, she starts getting pissed off, right?
He's like, how you not gonna put the curly in the fries?
Yeah.
Curly fry.
She's like, you say what? Oh,
Yeah, you
those
can tell
hand
she's pissed
gestures
off.
are never
A lot of
good.
hand gesture shit. A lot of hand gestures.
Hey, dude.
Then,
live-
so she throws the ketchup packets,
Oh hell no.
and then so the employee tries to lock that safety window,
Yeah.
and then she turns around,
Oh, she got it on
Oh,
her face too.
no.
That's frustrating, bro.
so she unlocks it here, and she has her gun out right now.
Oh, my
She's got a
God.
gun.
and she fires.
She fired multiple shots at them.
And there's a kid in the
my
car?
God.
Holy
So-
shit.
Yo,
So what-
see, if I'm an immigrant,
No one got hit, though.
like, and I see this, I'm like, I don't need to be here.
No.
Like, I would stay my ass in
Bro,
Uruguay.
She's going to jail.
Where was
That's
that at?
crazy.
Texas.
Oh, and she's going to jail, right?
No, so this is what's weird. It says Ford. That's who she was. Convicted in court of aggravated assault with deadly weapon, and her probation concluded in June. So
What?
it
She
looks
got
like she was.
probation for this?
That's why I had to look
For
it up.
firing at a family and they were upset they didn't get curly
Yo,
fries.
this is jail. She gotta go to jail.
yeah, we can't have those people walking the streets.
Probation.
Crazy.
So I looked this up on.
Also, you're the one
About
that fucked
Texas.
this up, not curling them fries.
So this is what it says for aggravated assault: up to 1 year in county jail or fine of $4,000 if no one gets shot, no one actually gets killed, and 2 to 20 years in prison and or a fine of 10 grand. So I guess you can get away with it if
Wow.
you don't actually kill the person.
Wow.
Damn.
That's
so
I
I'll
don't know.
shoot at you. Not
That is
Just to
not
scare 'em.
that serious of a penalty.
It's not.
No.
That's not bad.
4 racks?
I mean,
That's
I
not
don't
terrible.
know. Good luck. Because that's
Bro.
damn, she shot and they had a kid in the car?
Yep, a kid and a pregnant woman.
This is what degree of assault is this?
It's a first
Assault with a deadly weapon.
first degree felony.
Now, is that
But that could be
only
assault.
this is in America, Chin, or is it
Yeah,
state
Texas dude.
specific? Okay.
State. So Texas.
Wow.
Shark attack my buddy. Let me what is that?
No, these are older ones. I'm trying to get the car, but here it is. So okay, so check this out. This is the new Prius slammed in Japan.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Don't tell me this doesn't look good for a Prius.
Those
I'm
rims
on
are
that.
Wow.
tasty.
This looks like the old Acura Integra.
Yeah, dude.
No, you don't get this car. You said you like to work for something. So you guys keep out of this. This is my car.
That's pretty dope, right?
All right, you could drive the drop Prius.
That's a no. That's
It's a Prius.
That's a Prius.
Yeah,
Yeah.
slammed in
Yeah, they
Japan.
put the body kit on it and
Oh, they
just
put it,
slammed
that's
it.
all they did. They just put a body
Yeah.
kit on it.
Body kit slammed
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah, that's
Potentially.
like
Blacked
a
out
tuner
everything.
Prius. That is
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
That's pretty cool.
You would love this page, Bren.
Yeah, that seems
Yeah.
pretty dope.
It's called Hype Whip.
So you can
Not if they
get,
keep putting Priuses on there, but yeah, that's cool.
They pinned it at the
That
top.
SRT V10 Viper's sick.
Ooh.
The Daytona body, that's filthy.
Yeah, this guy right here.
That's dope. Thanks, Jen.
You're welcome. So end on a happy note, I guess.
Hell yeah, we don't end on that lady shooting
Eddie, man,
over
what a
curly.
pleasure.
Oh, does Eddie have anything?
Yo, a lot of
To
good
promote?
time. No, just our pod, Magic Mind. I'd be promoting Magic Mind.
Hell yeah.
But no,
Magic
our,
Mind.
our pod separate bedrooms.
Love
I'm
it.
going to listen to that.
Definitely.
Good luck with the kiddo, man. That's
Yeah.
big. Nothing
Can't
better.
Leave all the way
Nothing better.
from Beijing.
I love it.
You're the
Bro,
best.
great
That
time.
was so
Thank you
much
for having
fun.
me, guys.
We're in Vegas
Yeah.
this weekend. Skankfest, Brian Cal and me together. Friday, Saturday only.
Comedy
And then-
Zone,
Yep.
October 6th and 7th, Greensboro, North Carolina. Get your tickets. Let's go.
And I will be in Iowa October 13th and 14th. Niagara Falls almost sold out. Two shows, one Friday, one Saturday. That's a casino in Niagara Falls. Chicago in December. I got a bunch of stuff coming up. All right, guys, I'm headed to Sacramento, shooting some cool content with the truck. Well, stay tuned. All right, Eddie, we love you, man. Thanks,
Thank
brother.
you, man. Thank you, guys.